Good evening, wrestling fans. Ken Resnick with you here, and tonight, AWA All-Star Wrestling comes your way. We have got an amazing card coming your way tonight, and we are going to see only the best of the best. The tag team champions are in action tonight. We've got so much coming your way. Stay with us. Welcome, wrestling fans. We are here at the beautiful Tropicana Casino. Entering the ring at this time, we are taking a look at him. This is the one and only Mad Dog Vachon, and he's going up against Larry the Axe Hennig. The last time we saw Larry Hennig was over a month ago, and that is because of what Vachon did to him. Well, yeah, we saw exactly what happened to him, and Lee Marshall here with you guys, and I'll tell you something. What Maurice Mad Dog Vachon did to him at that time. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, he's not going to wait now. Larry Hennig has waited weeks, and now he's not waiting any longer. Payback, and it comes swiftly. Larry the Axe Hennig doing a number on the Mad Dog. Headbutt, down he goes. Well, I was starting to say, what he did to Larry Hennig put him on the shelf for over 5 weeks, and we knew there was going to be some retribution, and here it is. Today is the day of reckoning if you're Maurice Vachon. The Mad Dog just striking his head into the steps here at ringside. Larry Hennig going to work on him. He's not going to be satisfied. It looks to me as if this is much more personal right now, and he wants to do more than just beat this man. He wants to absolutely put him out. Well, that is what he's on the road to doing right here. Larry Hennig. A lot of people in the back might turn around and refer to him as an old man. Well, the old man has still got something left in the tank. Hennig has got a steel chair. Now, if he uses it, he'll be disqualified. Well, depending on how he uses it, perhaps. Power slam on the floor. Hennig in the ring. He's got that steel chair. Referee's going to have to figure out what he's going to do about it. The bell sounds. Action's underway. Vachon just got run into that steel chair. Well, like I said, he didn't hit him with it. 1, 2. Oh, and he almost pulled it off right there. That would have been a quick one. Oh, and now Vachon biting the head of Larry the Axe Hennig. Oh, this one's going to break down right now. Referee's going to have a very, very difficult time trying to keep order in this one. The referee's already having a hard time keeping order in this one. Mad Dog Vachon comes off that middle rope with that axe handle to the head of Larry Hennig. And now Hennig choking him out in the corner. He's got that boot way up underneath the throat. And the referee really trying just to maintain order here, but I don't think he's going to be able to do it. Overhand right drops him. Vachon goes outside the ring, but there is no place he's going to hide from Larry Hennig. This is a man on a mission tonight. Slams him on the concrete floor, and now look at this. Holding his back, you can see the pain retched in the face. Spine buster on the concrete floor. Larry Hennig absolutely decimating. Irish whip reversal right there. Now it is Hennig on the apron. Vachon thought he was going to do something. I don't know what he was considering. Well, maybe we'll find out now. There's the axe hammer handle to the head of Larry the Axe Hennig. Larry Hennig in the ring, and he is waiting very patiently at the moment for Maurice Vachon, who clearly doesn't want to go back in the ring. Oh, and now Hennig just drove him into the concrete floor. Blood flowing down the head. Well, it's good for the goose, good for the gander, I suppose. But right now, this one is so one-sided. Hennig now trying to pop the head right off the shoulder of Maurice Vachon. Both men better pay attention to that count because it's getting up there. Vachon just threw Larry Hennig into the ring. Now he's got to worry about getting himself back in the ring. Vachon, I don't think he wants to get back in this one. Maurice Vachon does not want to go back in the ring with Larry Hennig, fans. Hennig gets the win by a count out. Let's take a look at some of this. Right into that steel chair, almost pulled off a quick victory. Well, I'll tell you, the last time I can remember seeing Vachon refuse to go back into a ring was never. That is the answer, never. Even here, Larry Hennig trying to buy some time, and Vachon just realizing he's not going to get into the ring with Larry Hennig. Not in the state of mind he was in. Well, that's a big win for Larry the Axe Hennig, and it's a great return. Very, very good to see him back here in the AWA, and I don't think we've seen a last. All right, fans, we are back here with more All-Star Wrestling. Making his way into the ring at this time, Lou Fabiolo, and he's going to have his hands full taking on Sergeant Slaughter. Oh, Sergeant Slaughter is the AWA America's champion. I'll take it back, he was the AWA America's champion. Made it clear, though, that he's had enough of being submarine and sabotage, and he's going to put together the Cobra Corps. We are still waiting to find out who the first inductee into the Cobra Corps is going to be, but he assures us that it'll be one who is worthy, and we will find out soon enough. The war that took place between Sergeant Slaughter and Hulk Hogan for the America's Championship. It was unbelievable, lasting several months. Both men taking each other to the absolute limits. That's nice. We'll see how long that lasts. Sergeant Slaughter just dropping Fabiolo. Well, Fabiolo really had to know that this wasn't going to be his night when he signed the contract. Not too many people do well against Sergeant Slaughter, but I would suggest probably less likely Mr. Fabiolo. Slaughter now with Fabiolo up in the ring. Now what's he going to do with him? Plants him with a tremendous body slam. And now Slaughter, he's got him. Oh, he's going to go for the camel clutch. He's got it on. Slaughter has it cinched in deep on Fabiolo. It's over. Well, no surprise there whatsoever. We knew Sergeant Slaughter was going to make short work out of Mr. Fabiolo. There have been some upsets in wrestling, but nothing that would have compared to that. Well, Sergeant Slaughter wasting absolutely no time putting Fabiolo into that Cobra clutch, and Fabiolo wasting no time in tapping out of it. Sergeant Slaughter does not need the referee's assistance in celebrating. He's got it all under control. Fans, we're going to find out who the first inductee of the Sergeant Slaughter Cobra Corps will be in the very near future. In the meantime, we are all waiting to find out. All right, welcome back, wrestling fans. More action coming your way from the Tropicana Resort and Casino here in Atlantic City, New Jersey. The AWA. This is All-Star Wrestling, and now entering the ring area, this is Larry Zbyszko. You know, we haven't seen a great deal of Larry Zbyszko recently, but my understanding, he's been doing a lot of training, getting himself back in top-notch form, and for a simple reason is that he's planning on doing something here big in the near future, whereas we don't know what that means with Larry Zbyszko. He's made it clear he's got to have gold around his waist. Now, which gold, we don't know. All right, Zbyszko's in the ring right now, and he wants Shiva Zane to get in there as well, and he does. Well, there's not going to be any shaky hands in this one, that's for sure. Larry Zbyszko going after Shiva Zane. Big clubbing forearm takes him down. Wow, what a move right there by Zbyszko. Double sledgehammer to the chest, and Shiva Zane is in trouble. Nice move right there, though. Shiva Zane pulling something out of the hat right there. Larry Zbyszko on the business end of that one. Irish whip into the rope, back elbow dropping suddenly. Larry Zbyszko having his world rocked by Shiva Zane. But that was short-lived as Larry Zbyszko back in the driver's seat here. Planting a big shot to the midsection. Back elbow to the jaw. Another one, and this time Shiva Zane turns it, but only momentarily. Zbyszko's got Shiva Zane under the bottom rope. What's he going to do here? Snaps the throat. Larry Zbyszko, he knows his way around the ring, and he can do all sorts of things, and that's exactly what Shiva Zane is finding out firsthand right here. Zbyszko trying to get him into position, wasn't able to do it. Shiva Zane slides out the back door, but what good did that do him? He's right back down on the mat. Shiva Zane once again stunning Zbyszko with a jaw jacker. Oh, and a sit-up! Zbyszko goes down from that one, and he's in trouble. Larry Zbyszko, look at him right now. He's on Queer Street. He doesn't know where he is. And now Zbyszko laying into Shiva Zane. This is a little bit different than I think Larry Zbyszko was counting on for tonight. Neck breaker on the floor by Larry Zbyszko. Referee's count continues and Zbyszko just runs him into the steel ring post. Now Larry Zbyszko's in the ring. Shiva Zane getting back to his feet, and now what's he going to do here? Sets him up for a pile driver. Look at the impact. Shiva Zane shot out of that one like a cannon, boy. I'll tell you right now, he's in trouble. Zbyszko hooks the leg, gets 1, 2, and 3. It's over. Yeah, very little doubt about that. Shiva Zane put up a good fight, though. Give him credit. He did indeed give Larry Zbyszko a lot more of a challenge than I think any of us expected to see. But at the end of the day, there is your winner. Following that devastating pile driver, Larry Zbyszko. You know, there's been a lot of talk in the world of wrestling, especially here in the AWA, that perhaps the pile driver needs to be outlawed because it is that dangerous. Well, this movement's been around for quite some time, but it has also been banned in certain areas at times, so I wouldn't be surprised whatsoever if that were to happen here. All right, fans, stay with us. We still have plenty more action to come. That includes the AWA Tag Team Champions, the Midnight Rockers. All right, wrestling fans, back here with more AWA All-Star Wrestling from Atlantic City. One of the hottest tag teams in professional wrestling today, and we are looking at them right here. The Nasty Boys, Knobs and Sags. They have held victories over every major tag team in the AWA, including the current tag team champions, the Midnight Rockers, who they will be facing here tonight.
They've beaten the Rockers, they've beaten the Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors, they've beaten everybody who's anybody in the AWA. What they don't have is the tag team titles, and tonight it's a non-title match tonight, but it's a big opportunity nonetheless. Another win over these guys here tonight is going to propel them way up in the ranks.
Absolutely it will. Fans, we promised you last week we're going to have news this week about the next supercard of the AWA, and we can now tell you officially it will be Wrestle Rock. And Wrestle Rock will be coming to you live here on the Nation Network late February.
Well, that is going to be huge as well. Wrestle Rock, one of the big events in the AWA, and we're going to be bringing it to you right here on the Nation Network.
It will be the who's who of professional wrestling competing on one of the grandest stages that we have ever seen. It'll be a huge setting. We've got more news coming up about all of the details in the coming weeks leading up to the event itself. What we know is that all of the AWA champions will be in attendance and all titles will be defended that night. It is Sags and Michaels hooking up right now in the middle of the ring. A little give and go with the technical aspect of things. I don't expect that to last very long, though.
No, the Nasty Boys, I would be very surprised. They do not rely on wrestling talent so much. They are a couple of street brawlers from the streets of New York, and this is what they do.
That's why it was such an entertaining concept of having the Nasty Boys go up against the Road Warriors. You had the Street Fighters of Chicago versus the Street Fighters of New York. And I'm not sure we've seen the last of that one yet either. Brian Knobs now just taunting Shawn Michaels, waiting for him to get up. Marty Jannetty with his arm outstretched, wanting his partner to make the tag.
Well, it's been a very one-sided match thus far, and I've got to tell you, I'm surprised at that. I would think that the tag team champions, especially after the loss that they suffered several weeks back to the Nasty Boys, would know that they'd have to come in with a totally different perspective on things.
Well, right now, the only thing that we are seeing is that the Nasty Boys are still the team to beat here in the AWA. Shawn Michaels finally able to put a little bit of offense together. Let's see if he can string a few moves together as he tries now to bring him over to the corner, and he does. Drops him down across the top rope, and that might be the opportunity in the opening Michaels needs. Makes the tag, and now Marty Jannetty getting in the ring. Well, Jannetty wasn't keeping his eyes on all areas of the ring, and he just got caught. Sags came up from behind, but now it doesn't matter because Jannetty's still getting the upper hand, at least for the moment. Brian Knobs now looking to make the tag. For the first time, we see the Nasty Boys looking like they're in trouble.
Well, it might have just been a scene that he was playing along with because he baited him in, and now all of a sudden we see he looks perfectly fine, and the Nasty Boys are using the numbers to their advantage.
Sags with that big elbow drop right into the chest of Marty Jannetty. What a tremendous move. Jannetty's out right now, and I don't know, we may be looking at something special right here. The Nasty Boys continue to dominate the tag team champions.
You know, a lot of people are going to start to think if the Nasty Boys win this match, that perhaps the tag team champions are the guys that have never worn the belts.
They have won a whole lot of matches against a whole lot of talented teams, just not the one they need when they need it. Jannetty just got driven headfirst into the canvas. Here's the cover, and he gets one, and that's all.
And the referee was down in position very quickly there, so that was no complaints to be had by the Nasty Boys, at least nothing legitimate.
Once again going to the double team, and it is Brian Knobs, but Marty Jannetty comes out the back door, and he drops him on the back of his head now. It is Jannetty going to work on Knobs of the Nasty Boys. Marty Jannetty with Knobs up and down across with a backbreaker across that knee. We still have our main event left to come, ladies and gentlemen, and this is going to be one that you will not want to miss. Call your friends, tell them to get on the board with the Nation Network. You're going to want to see this one live. Hulk Hogan one-on-one against Stan the Lariat Hansen. Oh, and Jannetty gets in there just in the nick of time to hold him off. Shawn Michaels almost gets the victory.
Yeah, very quickly and quietly, Marty Jannetty comes in and keeps Jerry Sags at bay, but it was Brian Knobs who almost got pinned by Shawn Michaels.
And now Knobs comes up with a series of clotheslines. Nice back heel sweep right there, and now what's he going to do to follow up? Shawn Michaels better have an answer. Into the turnbuckle he goes, and now hurls him across the ring. Oh, the headbutt finds the mark, and now Shawn Michaels is in trouble. 1, 2, and 3. No! He managed to get his shoulder up, but just barely.
I thought it was over. The Nasty Boys thought it was over, and I think half the arena thought it was over.
Now it is Shawn Michaels into the corner. Tag is made. Here comes Jerry Sags. Brian Knobs has him up, and this is bad news right here. This is one of the moves they use to put people away. Save made by Jannetty. Otherwise, this match was over.
Yeah, very little doubt about that. Shawn Michaels really feeling it. Now he stuns him. Shawn Michaels had the opportunity. He should have took advantage of it to make the tag. Instead, the back body drop sends him crashing down to the floor.
Michaels diving tag made, and now Marty Jannetty, the legal man in the ring. And he runs into the wall that is Sags.
Well, the Midnight Rockers right now not looking like the AWA Tag Team Champions. They look like the challengers, and the Nasty Boys should be the champions.
Back elbow by Jannetty, finds the mark. Shot to the midsection. Jannetty with a DDT, and just like that, the entire complexion of the match has changed.
I'm disagreeing with what Marty Jannetty's doing right now. Taking that little break in the corner there, not the ideal thing to do right here. You've got this man injured. You've got him in trouble. You've got to finish him off.
And Jannetty couldn't hold the shoulders down. I thought he might go for the pinfall attempt right there. Sags suddenly is in trouble. Jannetty waiting for him to get back to his feet. Shawn Michaels still shaking off the effects outside the ring. And here's the rocker dropper. Jannetty caught him with it, hooks a leg, and this could be it. 1, 2, and oh, I don't believe it.
Well, both teams have surprised me here tonight in different moments, but Jerry Sags, give credit where credit is due, somehow managing to get his shoulder up after that rocker dropper.
And now Jannetty hitting with that moonsault off the top rope. How much more of this can Sags take? And Jannetty going to work on the arm. Into the turnbuckle he goes, and now let's see what happens here. From the middle rope, Sags is perched up there. It could be a headbutt, and there it is. He caught him with it. Now Shawn Michaels in. Will he make the save? Yes, just barely in time. Brian Knobbs came from all the way to the opposite side of the ring, and he almost was able to get there in time. Now look at this. Sags turned his attention to Shawn Michaels. That was a mistake because Michaels got the shot in, and now Sags doesn't know where he is. And Jannetty crawling his way to the corner. There's no one there to make the tag 2 anymore. Sags just sent Shawn Michaels flying. Probably the most opportune thing he could have done in that situation as he goes to work right now. Jannetty one-on-one. Marty Jannetty, what's he doing? He's all the way up to the top rope. What a moonsault. He caught him with it. Hooks the leg. Referee is there. 1, 2, and he kicks out. I am absolutely at a loss for words. How in the world did he kick out of that? Well, the Midnight Rockers, they may have been getting beat up in this one, but they have managed to find a way to fight back each and every time. The question is, have they run out of luck here? Shawn Michaels in for the save. But now it's all 4 men in the ring. Referee's going to try and regain some sort of composure here. Good luck considering what we've got going on here. Jannetty slammed hard to the mat. Shawn Michaels is down, but now Brian Knobbs lifted him up. Marty Jannetty fighting his way back. This has been an unbelievable match. You want to talk about back and forth action. Now here's Marty Jannetty. Sunset flip, but this time, no, he does not hook on. I thought he was going to hook the arms. He's got it by the leg. There's 1, there's 2, and out the back door. Brian Knobbs still has enough left in him. Knobbs turning the tables, and now it is Marty Jannetty in trouble. Coast to coast, and Jannetty's now in the wrong part of town. Tag is made. Now these New York City thugs with the Irish whip. Double shoulder block, and down he goes. Well, we mentioned the battles they had with the Road Warriors. Looks like they may have learned a little something from the Legion of Doom using moves like that. Now Jannetty fighting his way back. Here comes the double team. Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty, the Midnight Rockers work so well together. Oh, plants it with a flapjack. Go for the cover. It's over. It may have been, but Shawn Michaels wasn't ready for it. There's that sweet chin music he plays every time he loads up a super kick. He caught him with it. That might be it. Referee's in position. There's 1. Save made by Knobbs. Marty Jannetty taking way too long to get over there and try to make the save. Nice move right there. Springboard by Shawn Michaels all the way on top of Jerry Sags. Quick DDT. Very sudden move right there by Shawn Michaels. Brian Knobbs on the apron right now, just barely into this match at all at this point. What a tide turn this has been. It was all nasty boys for the first 5 minutes of this match. And right now it is anyone's. Power move right there. Shawn Michaels is down and in trouble. Referee's in position. There's 1, 2, and unbelievable.
How does he keep on doing it?
I have no idea, but he does. Series of left hands. Big right hand drop, Shawn Michaels. He may be out. He is out. The Nasty Boys they've just scored a victory over the tag team champions.
Well, it's not their first time, so it's not a surprise, but at this point you have to say the Nasty Boys are the #1 contenders for the tag team titles.
I don't know how you can think anything differently at this point. They've beaten everyone in the AWA. Their next stop apparently will be the Midnight Rockers. It's not a question of if, it is a question of when. When will these men have a title match for the AWA Tag Team Championship?
Well, if I were a betting man, I would say that it's going to be sooner rather than later.
Fans, we'll be back with our main event. Hulk Hogan one-on-one against Stan the Lariat Hansen. All right, fans, we are back, and Hulk Hogan is in the ring. Here comes Stan the Lariat Hansen. Action's underway, and Hogan wasting no time whatsoever, going to work on Stan the Lariat Hansen. Referee trying to get this one under control. Hansen crumpled down into the corner. Hogan going to work on him.
Well, these two guys really got into each other's business just a few weeks ago, and Hogan definitely taking exception to Stan the Lariat Hansen and things he said and things he's done. And
look at this, Hansen now sends Hogan all the way out to the floor. Hulk Hogan here on the floor. Hansen with a boot right to the head of Hulk Hogan. Drives him into the steel steps here ringside. Now look at this. Stan Hansen going after the broadcast table. Hansen has Hogan up and drives him onto the concrete floor.
Well, you see Hogan holding his back. He is definitely injured.
Hansen goes in just to break the count long enough. Hogan started this one out before the bell. Stan Hansen is now taking over here outside the ring. And Hogan sending Stan Hansen crashing into the steps.
Well, now both men starting to head back into the ring. Let's see if they can keep it there.
Stan Hansen may have been playing possum a bit right there with Hulk Hogan. He's got Hogan. for the pile driver. Look at this.
Well, we've seen tonight just how devastating a pile driver can be and just how much it can change the tempo of a match. And stand a lariat. Hansen going to use everything in his power.
Stan Hansen continues to put Hulk Hogan, the incredible Hulk Hogan, through his paces here tonight. Belly to back suplex almost snapped him in half. Hulk Hogan is in trouble.
Once again, Stan Hansen.
He's waiting on Hogan to get up, and he does. Stan the Lariat Hansen going to work here on Hogan. And Hogan fighting his way back. Stan Hansen is up and down. Hogan can't hold him.
Yeah, I think a lot of the damage done earlier on in this match probably took its toll, and there's that lariat. Stan Hansen just caught Hogan with it.
The match started out with Hansen crumpled down into the corner, and now we see Hogan taking his place. How much more can these two men dish out? Hogan coming out the back door just in the nick of time. German suplex, and he takes the near 300-pounder over.
Well, he gets a 1 count on Hansen, and that's it.
And now it is Hansen from behind with a suplex of his own, and Hogan feeling that one. Look at this, the lariat, Stan Hansen doing a number on Hogan. Winds him up. Oh, there's the lariat.
There was indeed the lariat, and that's a move right there that usually ends a match.
Hogan again out to the floor. What's he going to do with him? No, don't do this. Don't do this. On the monitor.
He just drove Hulk Hogan, not on a concrete floor, but on a television monitor.
Very little chance of Hogan coming back from this one, folks. The lariat has him up. He put him through the table.
Unbelievable move. He just lifted Hulk Hogan up and just deposited him through that table.
Stan the Lariat Hansen standing tall. Hogan barely able to get up. And it's over. Stan the Lariat Hansen leaves Hulk Hogan outside the ring.
Well, I'll tell you, there's only so much the human anatomy can go through, and in this case, Hogan's anatomy went through the table.
There was that lariat that I thought was going to be the beginning of the end, but there you see Hulk Hogan, after being sent crashing through the table, he tried to get up. Clearly wasn't going to be able to. Lariat knew he wasn't going to beat the count. You have to love the fact that the table is reassembled and Hogan is in the middle of it. Thank you, 2K. You guys don't miss a trick. Fans will be back with more AWA Wrestling next week. We thank you for joining us here on the Nation Network. So long, everyone.